Hello, everybody. Big Dog Northeast Colorado Storm Chasers going with you live tonight here. We're going to give you some updates on what's going on. So let's dive right into it. Hang on. There we go. Sorry about that. Taking a break at halftime here as I'm watching the football game from downstairs. Finally, my basement's done. Try to share a reel with you here in a little bit. Excuse me. I don't have the mic flipped up because I'm just trying it from the first time downstairs here. So let's go ahead and fire it off. Hopefully you can hear me okay. Let me know if you can hear me in the comments so that way we're good to go. And let's get started. 7-day forecast. Okay, here's what it's going to be, guys. Cold weather is moving in. 5 degrees. I had a thermometer up here on the screen, and apparently it's been ripped down and thrown somewhere, and I don't know where, but I had it actually on the light here to let you know the current updated temperature and everything here in Northeast Colorado. But something happened and it was disconnected, so hopefully I can find that again so I can have that up and running. Current temperature 5 degrees with a north wind at 12, making it feel like negative 11. Negative 11 is the current wind chill outside. So it says that it's supposed to get down to negative 4 tonight, so we'll see what happens. Hopefully you can see the screen. And overnight, that's going to be, like I said, -4. And then tomorrow, 16, -6 for tomorrow with a 50% chance of snow. Just more of a light snow forecasted. And then we go Martin Luther King Day. Remember how I told you I didn't think it was going to make it to like above the teens? Right now, they're forecasting it for 4 degrees for the high. 4. I'm still saying it may not make it above 0, but that's just me. Monday night's low, -6. I think it's going to be colder than that, if you want my honest opinion. So let's keep going, looking through, and then after that, Tuesday, we'll finally get out of it and go into the 30s. So that's good. I mean, that's cold still, but not as severe cold as what we're seeing right now. So let me just check the stream to make sure that we have sound. Nope, it decided not to go sound. There you go. Helps for me to hit the mute button. Okay, let me move this over. Can you hear me now? Let me know if you can hear sound. Sorry, I don't know what happened again. Didn't use the mics this time, thinking, heck no, I'm not going to use them. But yeah, now I'm seeing sound. Yes? Let me know in the comments if I'm getting sound so I know that we got the sound up and running now. Check in the comments. I'm going to grab my phone real quick, so give me a second. Okay. Let's see if it's working yet. Somebody says yes, somebody says no. I got 50-50 sound. I'm not sure what's going on. Yes? Let me know in the comments. Okay. Somebody says yes, somebody says no. I can hear it. So I have sound now. Okay, so yeah, I've got sound. Okay, so I'm going to go with it. Okay, so it looks like the sound is working now. So let's talk that again. So we're talking tonight, -4. I think it's going to be colder. I do think things are going to get a little bit worse. I think there is a chance of snow tomorrow night, Martin Luther King Day. High is going to be 4 degrees. I don't think we're going to make it to 4. Boy, I think that's wishful thinking. I think we're going to be below 0, but that's, again, just my opinion. Monday night, though, I think it's going to be even colder than -6, so we'll see. So let's talk about what's going on. Tonight, we have a cold weather advisory for pretty much all of Colorado. I'll show you the areas. Northeast Colorado at the most part. Temperatures 10 above or 10 below 0. Cold wind chill as low as 25 below expected. Okay, there's where it's including metro area, northeast, north central, central Colorado. Dangerously cold wind chills. Unsheltered people will have a high risk of frostbite and hypothermia. Make frequent checks on older family, friends, neighbors. Ensure portable heaters are used correctly. Do not use generators or grills inside. If you must go outside, dress in several layers of warm clothing, including a hat, face mask, and gloves. Avoid prolonged outdoor exposure. Keep pets indoors, folks. I'm telling you, it's going to be cold. Here's the map. So this is the cold weather advisory. So if you kind of go back to time, I think it was like that wind chill warnings, wind chill advisories and stuff like that. I think they've kind of changed it now to this. So this is extreme cold warning, which you can see is over here. You have the winter weather advisory, cold weather advisory, extreme cold watch, and hazardous weather outlook. So the hazardous weather outlook is very normal, but it's these new things that are popping in that we see from the Weather Service. So let's talk about that cold weather and that additional snow. Okay, so for tomorrow, there's the cold weather highlights I was talking about into Tuesday morning. Okay, but let's look at some of those low temperatures Monday night. I think it's going to be colder than what it's saying. Again, that is only what they're guessing. It says minus 11 here, and I'll show you why. Because we're in the valley and it gets pretty darn cold, and I will show you that it's going to be colder than that if you want my honest opinion. So let's look at the minimum wind chill. This is the forecast for minimum wind chill. Fort Morgan, it says Saturday minus 10 tonight, minus 13 for tomorrow night, and then it's going to say minus 18 to minus 21. So negative 21. Then it looks like Monday to Tuesday, wind chill forecast of negative 25 to negative 26, Monday to Tuesday. So that's just showing you that area there. So if you look at all these places, folks, I mean, Lyman, negative 26. Sterling, negative 25. I mean, it's crazy cold coming up. So just something to think about. So let's look at that snow probabilities for tomorrow. I think less than 1 inch, 1 to 2 inches for the Greeley area, Byers, Sterling, Akron, and places like that. And I didn't share the screen. It would help if I shared the screen now for you so you can see that real quick. So there it is. Sorry about that. You can see that. There is 1 to 2 inches forecasted now for you guys. So hopefully you can see the screen better now. There we go. There we go. Okay, so good. And then looking at the long term here, this is kind of from the Euro model. I wanted to show you this. It's not showing a bunch here of snow, that 1 to 2 inch snowfall in the next 24 hours, okay? Which is pretty normal for that, but it's the cold temperatures I wanted to show you. So here's those temps, folks, and you can see those temps coming through, and I'll show you the valleys here I'm talking about. So right about there, if you look, and this is that South Platte River corridor. So if you look here in these, this is Greeley right here, -2. These are some of those lows, -3. Okay, and that's at about 1 o'clock in the morning tonight. But let's move it until early tomorrow morning and see what happens here. Okay, so this is about 8 a.m. or it's going to be about 4 or 5 a.m. It's getting pretty cold, -5, -4. And then we move it a little bit more here. Okay, this is Sunday morning. Okay, you can see Sunday morning, Sunday afternoon time, still -4. But let's move it in to Monday. That's the one that's going to show those really cold temps. Watch this. So let's move it in. Oops, if I can do better with the moving there. There we go. There's that cold. Now let's look at those temps. -7. You can see by Sterling. -6. Excuse me. Out by Greeley. -7. Again, and those are just the temperatures. Sorry, it's Teresa's little robot running through there, cleaning off the basement. So look at some of these temperatures here. Let's see if my temperature thing will go. There you go, -11. I mean, it's going to be cold, folks. Severe cold. And you can see that South Platte River Valley right here. Just getting those cold temperatures. So again, I wanted to show you that. But then I want to show you a little long term real quick. Just a little long term. So let's take a look at this one. Let's go out to next Saturday and Sunday. Look at that. Saturday, Sunday could have another storm coming through that could drop right now, and it's not set in stone, so don't panic on me here, folks. Okay, this is just a possibility. Okay, I'm looking by Washington Morgan County line, a foot of snow. Okay, again, it's 7 days out, almost 8 days out, so we can't call it yet. We've got to just keep an eye on it. We'll monitor it and let you know, but that's going to be coming into Sunday, next Monday of next week, as these snowstorms, a series of snowstorms keep coming through here. and then I run it out. Sorry, my throat is still getting over this bug. I run it out a little bit longer. It looks like it kind of calms down for a while as I run it all the way to February 3rd. So we could have one more storm coming through. We'll see what happens. We'll keep you posted. Again, it's about 8 days out. I don't want anybody to say that Acosta's calling it a big one. So we'll see. So let's talk about that extreme cold. What do we do preparing for cold weather? So let's talk about extreme cold safety first of all. Okay, cold impacts, vulnerable people. Of course, newborn. Oh, it always moves too quick on me. I never get through on it. So let's try it again. So there we go. We've got vulnerable population, newborns, elderly, and all them. We've got to keep an eye on. I'm going to make it click again. Chronic illness, outdoor workers, and unhoused. So we got to keep an eye on those vulnerable populations. Some of the signs: confusion, shivering, difficulty speaking, all those things that we've got to prepare for our folks. So let's see if I can get that screen to stop and hold still for me. So there we go. Sleepiness, stiff muscles. Excuse me. Some things to dress for. We talked about those on our cold weather safety. Okay, so got to think of all those things to help us out. So there's the wind chill chart we talked about. Cold water fact: if you're in cold waters, maybe you need to be careful. If you do any of that, hopefully nobody will be in the water, but you never know, even for those that are out there from other states that may still do something like that. So let's talk about that cold weather safety, dressing for the extreme cold. I've shared that with everybody too. Okay, closing for cold. I don't guarantee that that'll happen. Some schools may close for cold, but we'll see what happens on that. So some cold weather safety tips there I wanted to share with everybody so they're quite aware of what we should do. If I could spell. Sorry, I can't even spell today. Safety. Sorry, I'm terrible at spelling today, so hopefully that'll come across better for us. There we go. So the pipes, we can talk about those too. Let me zoom this up for everybody. Let hot and cold water trickle at a drip at night from the faucet. Make sure you let that drip a little bit. Open the cabinet doors underneath, okay? If they're uninsulated pipes. If you have them insulated, you should be okay. Make sure the heat is left on and set no lower than 55 degrees. So that means if you're a home renter and you don't have any renters, make sure at least your heat's set at 55. If you're planning on being away, have someone check your house daily, make sure that the heat is still on to prevent it from freezing up. Okay? So those are some cold weather tips to help you. Oh, really, Josh? I didn't know you were going to get that much still tonight. Man, that's crazy. Well, be careful, buddy. You guys are getting never-ending snow, it sounds like, so be prepared for that. Preparing the pipes if they do freeze. Here's what happens if they freeze. Make sure your family know how to shut off the water, so that way if they do burst, in case they do. Never try to thaw a pipe with an open flame or torch. Use a hair dryer instead. Believe me, I've seen people do this. We've had structure fires from people trying to thaw their pipes with a blowtorch, and we've had buildings catch on fire, okay? So don't do that, okay? Be careful of potential for an electric shock in and around standing water. If it does leak and you have a burst pipe, okay? Carbon monoxide poisoning. Install your detector. Never run generators indoors. Open windows slightly when using a kerosene heater or follow the manufacturer's instruction. And never use a gas oven to heat your home, okay? And if your heat goes out, you can keep warm by closing off rooms you don't need, dressing in layers in lightweight clothing, and wearing a cap. So that's the best way to keep you warm if you do have any troubles. Okay, wood burning stove, folks. You have any of those wood burning stoves? Always keep a screen around your open flame. Never use gasoline to start your fireplace, and never burn charcoal indoors. And don't close the damper when ashes are hot. And use only safe sources of alternate heat, such as fireplace, small, well-vented wood or coal stove, or portable space heaters. Always follow the instructions. Animals. Got to stress this one too. Bring in pets inside. Provide shelter, fresh water. Keep salt away from their paws. Vehicle preps. Check your battery. Check your fluids. Okay? Check your tires. Have jumper cables and pack a blanket. Can't stress that the most. Pack a blanket, because if you get stranded inside of a vehicle, you need a place to protect yourself. So, with that being said, that's it for tonight. Whew, I ran long, and I'm so sorry. So, if it ain't gonna be that bad, listen to Paul, not me. You're crazy, Josh. You're learning a lot, Josh. I can tell you that. So I can definitely tell you that you're starting to get better at becoming a weather person. So, yeah, no, I apologize for not sharing the maps there earlier. I probably just got to forget to click the button, but at least you're hearing it, and I know that you now can see the map. So I apologize. It's been a long day here. We've been doing so much to get the house ready in the basement. So after this podcast or after this quick little presentation here, I'm gonna do a reel and I'll show you what the house looks like down here. So it's gonna be really cool. So hopefully you guys like it. It's like I said, my hair's messy from wearing a hat all day, trying to stay warm outside. But we've got the basement done for the most part. We're just putting things together. So you might see things out still here or there, but we're trying to put things back together better so that it all looks really nice. And we're dealing with this new vacuum that she got downstairs. One of her Christmas gifts I got was a robot vacuum because it's a hard floor down here, so it's pretty cool and it does all its stuff for us. So I think that's pretty neat that they do that. So, whew, there we go. That being said, that's it. Thank you very much for watching. Not sure why the microphone settings changed. Yet again, they do that quite often on me. And when people started saying right away they couldn't hear me, I knew that's the first thing I had to go to was my mic settings. So there we go. Kind of a rough night tonight, but it's been tiring. Look at the bags under my eyes. I look tired. So I need to get some rest. So go Bills this weekend. Thank you for watching, everybody. Be careful out there and stay safe. And again, we appreciate you watching. Have a good night.